Now streaming on Disney Plus. Watch as the most badass bounty hunter in the galaxy has been recast in his own series by the Mandalorian. I thought I was watching the Boba Fett show. What am I watching? See him hang out on the Ringworld from Halo. Watch him reenact fanfic when he goes nuts in a meatpacking plant with a lightsaber. Go through airport security.
I'm sorry, sir. You can't board a commercial flight with your weapons.
Be annoyed on a long-distance flight.
Ready to have your mind blown?
And buy a used starfighter from Amy Sedaris.
This is a pile of junk.
And then see him get pulled over by the space police.
Was I doing something wrong, officer?
Tamir Morrison. Pedro Pascal stars in this episode of The Mando Book of Boba Fett-lorian? All that, and we don't even get to see Baby Yoda. You know what? F*** this show. Seriously. From Lucasfilm, the company that has done more to destroy everything you love since your ex-wife got all your stuff in the divorce, comes the series that literally has no stakes because you know the main character has to live long enough just to die at the end of Rogue One. Andor. Meet Cassian Andor, the title character, a space immigrant who grew up on a Lord of the Flies mining planet, who now lives in a junkyard like Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, with a bootleg version of Wally who gets peed on by a space dog, pig thing, I'm not sure what this animal's supposed to be, and is now on the run after killing two guys. Watch as Cassian Andor is hunted by discount Kyle MacLachlan, who's the only American on this show, and for some reason he's been cast as the bad guy. Nice way to be subtle with your subtext there. Now, Cassian Andor must elude security forces by walking, strolling, sauntering, strutting, ambulating. Yeah, I'm running out of synonyms for walking here. Can we get to something interesting, please? Then, after 2.5 episodes, there's finally some action, with a generic shootout in a garage, where pulleys take out more bad guys than the actual weapons do. You know, this show is about a guy who crosses the border illegally, murders two people, and is now running from the Federales. Are you sure the Latino community wants to take ownership of this one? Diego Luna stars in the series that is ultimately completely pointless in Dead Man Walking. How is this Star Wars' prestige show? It's quite literally about nothing. At least Seinfeld was about a bunch of neurotic a-holes who were undateable in New York. That was at least something. This guy's just walking around for an hour and a half. Now streaming on Disney Plus. What do you get when you give the least interesting character in the MCU your own show, and she turns out to be the worst part of her own series? You get the wacky adventures about her infinitely more interesting family. Don't miss Keeping Up with the Cons. See Mom and Dad get ready for Avenger Con. And then enjoy a night away from the kids watching cricket, dancing, and playing with their new unlicensed bootleg smart home device.
Zuzu, turn off the lights.
Oi! When their ungrateful daughter, whose biggest aspiration is to be more like the whitest woman in the galaxy,
Drop the taco, get in the car.
sneaks out of the house and goes to an underground rave at a Brooklyn squat, hilarity ensues when she puts on her grandma's bracelet and unleashes her hidden power. Ouch! It's more fun than you could shake a cricket bat at. Don't miss Keeping Up with the Cons, only on Disney Plus. You know, this all could have been avoided if her little friend had just told her parents that he was going with her. But what do I know? Coming up on the CW, it's prom night, and love is in the air. Until it's time to throw down! Sam and Miguel share a tender moment. But look who's crashing the party! Watch as young couples share a romantic dance. And fight! And dance fight! Be sure to watch an extra special episode of Kung Fu High Prom Night! Kung Fu High! Daredevil! I'm in the morning! QXCD! She hooks up! It's really bad! Low assholes! There's a power! There's an Ingram! TV Cam! Agent Orange Cat! Laser Spray! Green Spoon! Flash Drive! Napkin Holder!
Cup holder, bum, bum, bum. Cell phone, bum, bum, bum. Cup holder, bum, bum, bum. PlayStation controller, bum, bum, bum. Webcam, bum, bum, bum. Big chivalry, bum, bum, bum. Okay, that's enough of that. That's right, I called it. I called it. That's right. I called it. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Homicide Mona. Homicide Mona. WNBC. 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 If we want some bad, we will miss some good. WNBC. How's it going, everybody? Let's take a look at the chat. Mr. MH is in the chat. Andrew Helms in the chat. Sanguine Links is in the chat. Senior Sticks is in the chat. Who else is in the chat? Hey, everybody, come on, participate. We don't bite. Just Rebels is in the chat. That's right. It's gonna be Black Shaggy time. Yeah, hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Someone say my name. Yo, this the Black Shaggy show now? What's going on here? What's going on here? I see a bunch of white people. This ain't no place for Black Shaggy. Hold on a second. All right, Black Shaggy. We'll have more from Black Shaggy in a moment. So anyway, yeah, Rob called it. That was actually that Lord of the Rings thing. That's actually, believe it or not, from 2000. That was first revealed in 2018. So even people who say they were first weren't even first. So, hey, well, what do I know, But let me tell you something. All you nice people here. A lot of people have been talking about this Velman. This is Velman. There's a show Velman. That's if we gender swap Velman. People are talking about this Velma trailer. Oh, the Black Shaggy show. The Black Shaggy show only went on for about maybe an hour and a half. But that's what made it special. That's what made it special, because you can't put a price on Black Shaggy. Black Shaggy is a treasure. And let me tell you, people are reacting completely the wrong way. Yeah. You can put a price on Black Shaggy? Yeah. Okay. We can $20 on StreamYard. Yes, that's right. But anyway, can we have the Ms. Marvel music for Velma? Anyway, this is channeling Yoko Ono there for a minute. That WTD stream was hilarious. Well, thank you very much. But let me tell you, the Velma trailer's been making the rounds. And I was fortunate enough, I used some connections of mine, and I was fortunate enough to find an alternate version of the Velma trailer. This one's actually, there's something different about this one. I can't put my finger on it. Maybe you guys can help me figure it out. We're gonna play a little bit of this alternate take of the Velma trailer. Okay, so here it goes. Now this is the trailer that didn't get released to the public. This is an early cut of the trailer. So we're gonna take a look at it. We're gonna see what's different. Something's different. I can't. Like I said, something about it. I can't put my finger on it. There's something different about it. So anyway, here it goes. The alternate cut of the Velma trailer that HBO Max doesn't want you to see. So here we go.
Unknown caller. Spooky. Hello? Velma Dinkley speaking.
Hello, Velma. You like solving yourself a mystery?
Yeah, but I'm actually much more three-dimensional than that. Who is this?
This here Black Shaggy. You made the one black guy a drug dealer and a stoner. You gonna die, bitch. Jinkies.
This is gonna be me laughing for 10 minutes. What do we say? Do you want to see that one again? Do we want to see it again? Who wants to see it again? Oh, it's going to hit diminishing returns pretty quickly, though. One more time. One more time for anyone who might have missed it. One more time.
Unknown caller. Spooky. Hello? Velma Dinkley speaking.
Hello, Velma. You like solving yourself a mystery?
Yeah, but I'm actually much more three-dimensional than that. Who is this?
This here Black Shaggy. You made the one black guy a drug dealer and a stoner. You gonna die, bitch.
Jinkies.
Like, yeah, that's going on Black Shaggy's channel. Oh my god. Black Shaggy's revenge. Oh god. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god, that's so funny. Oh my god. You're gonna die, bitch. That's even funnier than when I first conceived it. Oh god. Oh god. Donnie, did you see the new Velma trailer? Did you? Oh god. Oh my god. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, okay, we got a request to play one more time. One more time. Okay, we're gonna hit diminishing returns very quickly on this though.
Unknown caller. Spooky. Hello? Velma Dinkley speaking.
Hello, Velma. You like solving yourself a mystery?
Yeah, but I'm actually much more three-dimensional than that. Who is this?
This here Black Shaggy. You made the one black guy a drug dealer and a stoner. You gonna die, bitch.
Jinkies.
Jinkies. Oh my god. Say Jinkies one more time, Velma. Let's see what that. You're gonna die, bitch. You're gonna die, bitch. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh dear God. That's so funny. He gives it in Jinkies. Well, constant drowsiness. Sometimes, you know. Sometimes, you know, when you hit that right, when you hit that right spot. It's going up on Black Shaggy's channel. Black Shaggy has his own channel. Black Shaggy has his own Twitter account. If I could just remember now the damn password. Oh my god. Oh my god. I need to laugh. The mental breakdown. I downloaded that for my own posterity. Oh my, that was hysterical. That was hysterical. Jinkies. Oh my god. Oh, for God's sake. Ugh. So anyway, well, it's not the network that want to make it. It's people like Mindy Kaling. So anyway, so okay, now so anyway, I'm gonna ask the chat, did everybody see Daredevil on She-Hulk? Shifting gears to something that's a lot less fun. Did everybody see Daredevil on She-Hulk? Dear God. Now, listen, I'm all for, you want to present the character different. That wasn't Daredevil. I'm pretty sure that wasn't Daredevil. Let me play the superhero SmackDown bumper first of all. Hold on. Where the hell is it? Here it is. The superhero SmackDown, the best public domain footage money can buy. So okay, yeah. So I kept tuning in. The whole thing. Now Daredevil appears. Now, first of all, the premise in which he appears is a bit flimsy. Okay, because he flies out to L.A. to represent this guy Jacobson, the gay fashion designer. Okay, you have to be licensed to practice law in the state of California. You can't just show up. Am I wrong here? Am I wrong in saying that? I mean, because I always thought you needed. Yeah, well, yeah, well, I don't know. It was never really explained. So okay, so yeah, but they never explained it. Okay, so we'll assume he just has a license. He's also licensed to practice in California. That actually makes sense as he does pro bono work. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll just assume he's licensed to practice in California. Second, okay, now Barb, putting that aside, the whole bar scene I didn't have so much a problem with because it's two lawyers just kind of talking, bantering about, whatever. But the whole thing about him boning Jennifer Walters, I have a question. After seeing what Jennifer Walters is like, why would anyone want to bone her? No, I'm being serious now. Why would anyone want to bone Jennifer Walters? She is a horrible, horrible human being. She's frumpy. First of all, not even was her personality withstanding. She is frumpy. That hair doesn't do anything for her. She's selfish. She's narcissistic. And she doesn't have a whole lot of redeeming qualities. And this idea that Rob Map figures probably she'll still be alive after after sex with him. Yeah, but there's sometimes you just you don't want to do it. Okay, he get a temporary statement in a different state, and if and only if the judge would allow it, just got that case. If he's in good standing in his home state, that's just true. Well, yeah, she will open her legs in any man. Yeah. Don't need nothing more. Yeah. Everything that Jennifer Walters is not in the comics. That's right. Yeah, Matt Murdock is blind as well. Yeah. Well, it's still though. He has a moral code. But she doesn't. She's really a horrible human being. She really is, and she's had zero character growth. Her character growth is a flat line. Okay, well maybe not so much a flat line. Okay, let me turn on the camera here a second. Yeah, where your character growth is like where character growth is like this, and then it just kind of goes and it kind of flattens out there. It kind of dips down and flattens. I'm working on a double chin, aren't I? Yeah. Okay. Not really doing anything for me. Let's check in on Agent Orange Cat a second here. There he is. He's watching. Hey, we got Wild Zabu here too. Zabu, here, buddy. We got 2 for the price of 1. There he is. See, I'm gonna add a name on for Zabu every name. I'm gonna add a name on for Zabu. He's gonna be Lawrence Tiberius. As we all know, he's Lawrence Tiberius Zabamofu, but now he's Lawrence Tiberius Ulysses Cornelius Aloysius Zabamofu. So that's his full name. So where was I now? Oh yeah, Jennifer Walters is Pond Scum. Jennifer Walters is not a good human being. Jennifer Walters is selfish. But here's the thing: that the usual suspects are chiming in on this, and by the usual suspects, I mean the bitches of the Mary Sue. Yeah, I call them that. Okay, so sue me. All right. The share button is now the present. What is this? Share is now present on StreamYard. Okay. This Daredevil moment blatantly trolling Twitter man babies, and I love it, by Julia Glassman. Julia Glassman is looks. I don't like making judgments, but she looks like a fake geek if I ever saw episode. Pardon me. Episode 8. What? That is a new one. Men would not be doing the walk of shame. That's true, yeah. So if they're triggered by it, then yeah, tell me that. I think I already did. All right. We'll do. But it's that is actually kind of out of character for Matt Murdock, is to do the walk of shame, because he would. No, he's not ashamed, but he would call an Uber. He wouldn't be walking around in his costume in broad daylight either. Each driver is probably getting kicked back and they revel in the deconstruction of hero. Yes, they do. Sounds like some two bring. Yeah. Also, Jen did try to kill him. Well, Rachel Leichman retired. No, Rachel Leichman's still around. I got another Rachel Leichman thing coming. So, but she's more excited about Jen and Daredevil hooking up. And I read this already. The ethereal hum you hear in the air is combined bliss of countless Marvel fans. Matt and Jen are now Marvel Cinematic Universe's hottest power couple. No, they're not. And we're over the moon for them. Why is moon capitalized? So what if Matt lives in New York? They'll figure it out. To recap, when Jen represents Eugene Patilio, aka Leapfrog, in his lawsuit against designer Luke Jacobson, Matt shows up to represent Luke after trouncing Jen in court. Matt buys her a drink, and then the two team up to free Luke after Eugene kidnaps him and forces him to make a new Leapfrog suit. Then they do what any self-respecting super team would do if they're feeling frisky. They go back to Jen's place and have some fantastic sex. They were doing the sex. The scene is wonderful for so many reasons. There's a brief struggle to get Matt's Daredevil suit off, which ends with Jen dragging him off screen. There's the tenderness and chemistry between them as they immediately hit it off. Then there's the fact that Matt wants to get with Jen, not She-Hulk. So this is all validation for the frumpy girl, which gives Jen the acceptance she's been looking for ever since she gained her superpowers. It's a particularly sweet touch after episode 7, in which Jen admitted how hurtful it is that guys only seem to like her in Hulk form. Yeah, because you're a bitch. As fantastic as that scene was, though, my favorite scene was the one immediately following it, which Matt happily does the walk of shame. He's not doing the walk of shame. He's doing the strut of stuff. After the door closes on Jen, Matt and their clothes are strewn on the floor. We cut to outside Jen's house next morning, where an elderly woman is walking her dog. Yep, elderly woman was walking her dog out. Matt walks by her fully suited up again, holding his boots in his hand, whistling to himself. The best part of this scene is that there's no practical reason at all for Matt to be barefoot. His shoes aren't 6-inch high heels that are grinding his toes to powder. They're boots that are designed for comfort. Why wouldn't he put them on? For that matter, why wouldn't he just call an Uber or something? The shot is a visual, because it's a visual gag, because you wanted to take a shot at him. Visual gag meant to hammer home without any possibility for doubt that Matt is doing a walk of shame and doing it happily. Twitter haters can go cry about it. Ever since before the show premiered, misogynists, oh yeah, it's all misogynist haters. Hey, I was the one saying I was going to give this show a chance. I was one of those people saying, hey, you know what? Let's see what they can do. And it's been a huge letdown ever since. Ever since the show premiered, misogynist haters on Twitter have been dumping on it. And last week, it was all men, started frothing at the mouth because, wait for it, Matt made a joke. They claimed it was out of character. Not true. For Matt to quip about that his ass remains unwhooped. They howled at the MCU was ruining Daredevil. Well, it is. But they really were mad because Daredevil was playing second fiddle to female superhero on the show. Ah, bite me. Bite me. Bite me. Head writer Jessica Gao and other showrunners have been fully aware from the beginning of the sexist backlash would inevitably happen against She-Hulk, and the show has responded to the backlash from the start. You made it the main plot point. You've made it its main plot point. That's all this has been about, getting back at the mean trolls. In episode 4, Jen breaks the fourth wall to say Wong's cameo is like giving the show Twitter armor for a week, referring to the fact that people will talk about Wong instead of finding things to nitpick about the rest of the show. In later episodes, Intelligentsia, who is actually Doomcock, the website run by men who want to take She-Hulk down, mirrors the online hate that's thrown at women-led media in real life. Ah, boo-hoo. Matt Murdock's walk of shame strikes directly at all that hatred and sexism. It's not... it's a lot of people believe that as well. That's what made it work so well as a gag. Daredevil is happy as a clam because he got laid. He's taking a cheerful morning walk knowing that he's got someone special waiting for him whenever he comes back to Los Angeles. Isn't that great? Yeah, but she's terrible. She sucks. There's absolutely nothing to be ashamed about of walking home the day after hooking up with someone you're crushing on. And you'd have to be the saddest, most repressed person on earth to see that as a bad thing. Okay, well, bite me. Okay. Here's an idea. Yeah, fucking bite me, lady. So anyway, it was Larry Zabamofu is back. Where is he? Buddy, where'd you go? Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Sabu Cam. See, this is what we call the window here is what we would call the birdie show. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Hey, buddy. Well, what you've done is, listen, whoever it is, you've just legitimized that, though. That's the thing. That's the thing. You've just legitimized all the critics. Mary Sue and such like hide behind their genitals and gender. There's sort of kill kids whilst DUI and cry that they can't go to prison and blame the patriarch. Yeah, that cat is cheeky. Yes, he is. Kitty time. So Jen's perfect guy is blind. Yeah, more ways than one. More ways than one. In more ways than one. But anyway, but this also caused our favorite Yenta, Rachel Leichman, to chime in. Rachel Leichman chimed in. So Rachel Leichman opened her big fat mouth. Particularly people are being insufferable about the perfection of Daredevil on She-Hulk. Ah, yes, time has finally come. Daredevil has made his appearance on She-Hulk Attorney at Law. And after the uproar that mainly men, here you go, were throwing around online because they had waited for him after the first tease, you think the internet would be delighted the time has finally come. Instead, they're all angry that he's smiling, flirting, and joking, and having sex. Oh, sorry, I was describing Daredevil. Sorry if you don't think Matt Murdock is funny in Daredevil, but he is. And his appearance on She-Hulk Attorney at Law has given enough nods to his Netflix show and Disney Plus that I don't get why anyone would complain about his episode. He literally is late for court like he was on his own show and cracking jokes in a bar. It's just the same character if you put him in a comedy series, which was the point. Everyone complaining about it just wants to complain. That's what boils down to it. It's not about their love for the character. It's about their hatred for the character Jen Walters and She-Hulk as a series. Well, there's a good reason to hate Jen Walters and She-Hulk because she's a horrible human being and the show sucks. If you want to argue that you know more about Daredevil, you clearly don't. This is a man who, in the comics, wore a sweater that says, "I'm not Daredevil because he's funny." One panel. There's also a man who got hit in the face with toxic waste after saving an old man in the street. So the arguments he was out of character, that is in bad faith. Sorry. Of course, for people who make a habit of, oh, boo-hoo, women and people of color exist in, cram it up your ass. Cram it up your, I got a special thing here for you, Rachel Leichman. I uploaded this just for you.
All the way up with a red hot poker.
There you go. That was just for you, Rachel Leichman. If you want to argue, no more. Yeah. So you argue, so sorry. And of course, for people who can have a boo, we have a kind of reaction from Max Walker. Shame you expect that you expect mainly because people like that don't know what fun is. Oh, F off. F off. F off. Look, I love the sad Catholic boy. I love him so much. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Don't believe you. No, you don't. And he was perfect. Charlie Cox mastered the art that Matt smile and of that Matt smile, and it felt good to have him back in She-Hulk. What all these fake man tears are doing is just fueling a false narrative. And of course, it's everybody else's fault. It's everybody else's fault. It's men's fault. She-Hulk sucks. It's men's fault that everybody hates She-Hulk. They're logging onto Twitter, somehow fat shaming She-Hulk, and then complaining that the episode wasn't worth their time. Okay, then go somewhere else. Then go somewhere else, dude. Where? They're using arguments that Matt was gritty in his dark series, and truly, that is laughable. It tells me you didn't actually watch Daredevil. Yeah, I did. Matt Murdock is funny and dramatic, and he was all those things in She-Hulk while getting to play in a new genre. Do men not understand? Again, it's all men's fault. It's all men's fault. Do men not understand how genre works? I think part of the problem with the MCU as it currently stands is that male fans don't understand how different genres for characters work. And when you throw in that storyline, still have to flow together, but then the genres can change. Yeah, but the problem is not the genre. The problem is that it's bad. That She-Hulk is bad. It's written badly. Everything about it is bad. I think it is breaking brains. No, Matt is not going to be exactly like in his own show because I'm assuming that Daredevil Born Again isn't going to be a comedy. Get it? You still haven't explained to me why we're wrong because She-Hulk is bad. This show was Matt in a comedy. Okay, here's the problem. If it's a comedy, headphone warning, then why isn't it funny? So his already funny tendencies are going to be showcased. It's so easy to look at and understand, and yet people complaining about the walk of shame bit, they're just people who want to complain online, and that's that. Just like you. Just like you, Rachel. Just like you.
All the way up with a red hot poker.
That's right. It's not funny. She doesn't think women. No, she doesn't. No, because she'd be betraying her own. That would blow a hole in her whole narrative. They forbid hate sheets, but they hate men. Got it. Yeah. I just don't understand. I don't understand why. Why is it so? Why would it be so difficult to admit? Hey, show's not very good. Why? I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. Do men not know how genres work? Can someone tell me who created Daredevil and She-Hulk again? I'll guess men. Yep. Go back to high school if you love it so much, lady. Yeah. Again, though. Yeah, they're all stuck in high school. I don't freaking get it. I just don't get it, really. Again, she's Rachel Leishman again. She's someone who yeah, Wanda Maximoff has never done anything wrong in her life except hold an entire town hostage to the point where they all beg for the release of death. Yeah, she's where's Rachel Leishman from? She's got to be from the Midwest. Where is she? Where is she from? Rachel Leishman. Rachel Leishman. Where's Rachel Leishman from? She says she's from New York. She's from Queens. Oh, she's from South Carolina. She's from the Carolinas. She moved to New York in 2014. You're not from New York, actually. Appalachian State. Okay, yeah. What? Yeah, she's mad at mommy and daddy for voting for Lindsey Graham. Because women in their worldview can do nothing wrong. That's right. Yeah. So she's one of the people that moved to Brooklyn back in the mid 2010s, raised the rents, and pushed out all the minorities and the old people while saying, "I feel so in touch with the diversity of the city." Mm-hmm. Yeah. There you go. So how much time do I want to spend on this? I don't want to. I don't want to. spend too much time more on this. But anyway, Rachel Leichman is again. They're tilting at windmills here. But it's all men's fault. It's all men's fault. It's all men's fault. It's all men's fault that She-Hulk is a bad show. Really, it's written by women, directed by women, but it's men's fault. It stars women, written by women for women, but it's men's fault. How is it men's fault? You're telling us it sucks because it does, but it's your fault. But if you don't like it, you shouldn't watch it. Okay, well, why aren't you watching it? You told me if I didn't like it, don't watch it. See, that's why you can't win. Oh, boy. So anyway. So anyway. Rings of Power still sucks. I don't understand why. Listen, for everybody, like I said, everyone who's saying now about JJ Abrams and everything, and Patrick McKay, and these other idiots, the two whitest. So you might as well call these guys white and bread. So this was talked about in 2000, as far back as 2018, that these assholes were working for Jughead Abrams. And this obviously is a puff piece about the Rings of Power. So on breaks first time showrunners first time showrunners in the biggest series. Showrunners, two first time showrunners, the biggest. They have no writing credits, and yet Jughead Abrams recommend him for this job. Large windowless war room, GD Payne walkthrough sequences they plan to introduce. Is it any wonder why the show's full of mystery boxes? I'm going to skip ahead to where but given the Lord of the Rings bar is insanely high, nobody knows the stakes better than Patrick, Payne, and McKay. Their first two-time showrunners embarked on an unexpected journey nearly 5 years ago to make their J.R.R. Tolkien passion project. Well, it's not J.R.R. Tolkien. It's fan fiction. Now found themselves, McKay puts it, on the fault line of the culture war, with everybody from armies of anonymous Tolkien fans to two richest men in the world weighing in. It ain't easy to focus on writing scripts and manage a cast and crew of 1,300 most complicated TV productions of all time when Elon Musk is slagging you on Twitter. Some of what's the hardest to hear is the cynical point of view that this is a cash grab, McKay says. It's like, oh my God, this is the opposite. This is the most earnest production. I don't believe you. This is not a paycheck for anybody. I don't believe you. This is labor of love. I don't believe you. The call came from lawyers, Amazon. Okay, yada, yada, yada. Sources pitched Peter Jackson's beloved Lord of the Rings. Amazon's negotiating team led by Sharon Tal Yaguado, Roy Price, and Dan Sharf wooed the estate, not with a specific pitch, but with a pledge of close relationship that would give the estate a creative seat at the table so it could protect Tolkien's legacy, which they failed. There was also, of course, the money. Sources said the starting number was widely reported $250 million, was actually Netflix's bid, and Amazon's number was tens of millions less, albeit staggering. When Payne, 42, McKay, 41, heard from the reps meetings of cowards, shiver ran through us. Yeah, this is white and bread, these assholes. The duo first met in junior high, Northern Virginia, became friends and joined the same debate team in high school. They moved to Los Angeles and spent years toiling in with screenwriting game without a big win. Their previous gig was at Bad Robot, where they punched up scripts and developed several projects, such as an abandoned Star Trek movie. We had reached a point, we've been writing movies for 10 years that should have gotten made. McKay says, movies where the director was right, the cast was right, the script was right, the title was right, and it was a big IP. and it still wasn't happening. So we thought maybe we should try this TV thing. Do you ever think your movies weren't getting made because your ideas suck? Ever think of that? Ever think of that, guys? Do I think no, because that'd be admitting everybody's right. Remember the thing I was talking about? Oh God, part 2? Well, if they're right, then we're all wrong. They can't see themselves as wrong. Early in their careers, okay, yada yada. This is an obvious puff piece. This is obvious. This is an obvious puff. This goes on and on and on. This is okay. Yeah, white and bread, these assholes. Diversity. Really, these guys look like they should be selling cookies at an Aryan Nation rally. So Amazon wouldn't be global. Okay. Bezos himself hung on the set. Okay. Like I said, I'm trying to get to the part about Amazon claims there's been coordinated effort to attack the show for daring to diversify Tolkien with strong female characters. There you go. And people of color. The hardest part was people on the cast who have had things related to them privately that are just harmful, Sanders says. It's an explanation that satisfied the media, but inflamed some fans who feel the company is dismissive of any criticism. It is. And arguably risk escalating what might have been a short-term dust-up into ongoing fandom trench war. As one wrote, I'm tired of the constant media harangues from Amazon that if you don't love the show, you're a racist. Many point out to HBO's House of Dragon faced similar trolling for diversity moves, yet its audience scores weren't impacted. But it's also possible Ring's percentage of gender-based bad reviews might have been much higher than for Dragon. Tolkien's world has a long, unfortunate history of attracting fascist adjacent. Oh, for God's sake, here we go, making excuses. Admires that some surely would have repulsed the fantasy world anti-totalitarian author, whose Rings trilogy was inspired by the horrors of World War I. Italy's new elected far-right nationalist leader, Giorgia Meloni, for example, has been an outspoken Tolkien fan, unhelpfully. Or take this fan's complaint. A Tolkien adaptation is a new age, politically correct, girl power garbage version of fantasy that's raping the texts. That sounds like what's populating Rotten Tomatoes IMDb right now. But it was actually quoted in a Wired magazine 2001 story about Tolkien's fandom reaction to Jackson's Fellowship of the Ring. Well, Payne particularly looks distressed by the topic. The spirit of Tolkien is about disparate people who don't trust one another and look different from one another, finding common ground in friendship and accomplishing big things. That's the spirit we try to inculcate. Is that a freaking word? Inculcate. That's an actual instill. Well, then just say instill, you dumbass, into every single comma and period of the show. That this aspiration would be offensive to people and enrage them, it's very hard for us to understand. Well, not when it sucks. Not when your show sucks. What are they protecting? I don't see how people are saying these things that I think they're fighting for good. There's a line in episode 7 where Galadriel says, every war is fought from within, without, and within. Even if you're fighting for something that you think is good, if you do something worse than in that fight, then you become evil. I don't see how people are saying these things. They think they're fighting for good. It's patently evil. Oh, there you go. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, calling your fan base evil. Yeah, okay, that helps. That freaking helps. Boys. Yeah, well. Yeah, these boat assholes. But the other part is, listen, Amazon certainly, okay, yeah, Galadriel looks a little off, but exactly how? Actress Martha Clark is clad in sleek new costume for season 2, sports elaborate braid work that would make Princess Leia envious, leaving her coffee behind. No Starbucks cups on fantasy TV show sets, please. She stands for the cameras as Payne and McKay suggest changes. Is her quiver of arrows bunched weird? Galadriel's been the worst character. Yet she's Mikey Spock. And these Hardfoot people are freaking assholes. Take their wheels and leave them. Nobody walks off trail. Nobody walks alone. Take their wheels and leave them. Nobody walks on. Yeah, nobody left behind except you and you and you and you. Really, it really is terrible. When they called fans and critics evil, it drove home how abusive these people are. Enough is enough. Maybe they meant that. I don't know. Well, take their wheels and leave them. Now the production strike. Okay, yeah, all right. Like I said, listen, it's your money to spend, guys. You want to waste $1 billion? Go right ahead. Like I said, these are two. Like I said, they're talking about diversity. These are two of the whitest motherfuckers I've ever seen. Yeah. These guys are so white. How white are they? Yeah, I'd rather watch the Weather Channel. All right. We're coming up on 52 minutes. We're coming up on the top of the hour. So let's see. Do we have any animal news? Let's take a look at some animal news. Let's see. Animal news. Take a look at some animal news. Ooh. Oh, the pet's looking for forever homes from Rescue and Hurricane. Oh, wait till we talked about that. Pilot whales? No, not a lot of animal news here. Oh, wait a minute. This is from 26 days ago, but it's animal news. It's some animal news. So we'll do this. We'll do this one. And then we'll do week 5 scores. So this is so when I'm ruler of Australia, I'm going to clean the place up. Starting with this. Australian man killed by wild kangaroo was believed to have had kept as a pet, police say. The animal was shot dead by police after it was preventing paramedics from reaching the victim, who was reportedly the first fatal attack by a kangaroo in Australia since 1936. Perth, Australia. A man who may have been keeping a wild kangaroo as a pet was killed by the animal in southwest Australia, police say Tuesday. It was reported that this is the first fatal attack by a kangaroo in Australia since 1936. A relative found the 77-year-old man with serious injuries on his property Sunday in semi-rural Redmond, 250 miles southwest of Western Australia, capital Perth. It was believed he had been attacked earlier in the day by the kangaroo, which police shot dead because it was preventing paramedics from reaching an injured man, police said. The kangaroo was posing an ongoing threat to emergency responders. The man died at the scene. Police are preparing to report a coroner report who will record official cause of death. Police believe the victim had been keeping the wild kangaroo as a pet. There are legal restrictions on keeping Australian native fauna as pets, but police media office said Tuesday they had no information to make public regarding whether the victim had a permit. Tanya Irwin, who cares for macropeds at the Native Animal Rescue in Perth, said authorities rarely issue permits to keep kangaroos in Western Australia. This looks like it was an adult male, and they become quite aggressive, and they don't do well in captivity, Irwin said. We don't know what the situation was, if he was in pain or why he was being kept in captivity, and unfortunately, they're not a cute animal. They are a wild animal. Irwin said her rescue center always rehabilitates native animals with the aim of returning them to the wild, particularly kangaroos. You do need a special permit to be able to do that. I don't believe they really give them out very often unless you're a wildlife center with the trained people who know what they're doing, she said. This is the kind of story I like. Western gray kangaroos are common in Australia. They can weigh up to 119 pounds and stand 4 feet 3 inches tall. Males can be aggressive and fight people with the same techniques they use with each other. They use their short upper limbs to grapple with their opponent and use their muscular tails to take their body weight and lash out with their powerful clawed hind legs. In 1936, William Cruikshank, 38, died in a hospital in Hillston, New South Wales state on the Australian East Coast months after he'd been attacked by a kangaroo. Cruikshank suffered extensive head injuries, including a broken jaw, as he attempted to rescue his 2 dogs from a large kangaroo, the Sydney Morning Herald newspaper reported at the time. So, first order of business, we got to clean up this kangaroo stuff when I rule Australia. Rob needs to implement the grand plan he has for Australia. Hail, future ruler. Yes. All hot women must bathe topless, sunbathe topless, and that's about it, really. That's about it. Oh, beer. Beer's the beer. We have 4 o'clock is beer hour. It was National Happy Hour. We probably all right. So anyway, let's go on to. There's some sad news, but hey, let that be a lesson. Don't keep kangaroos as pets, people. So let's go on to Week 5 scores. Okay, we have Week 5 scores for the National Football League. Well, the National Football League. Q, I wish I had the NFL Films. NFL Films thing here. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Okay, let's go over the scores. Colts over the Broncos on Thursday night, October 6, 12-9. Your New York Football Giants over the Green Bay Packers in London, 27-22. Patriots beating up on the Lions, 29-0. Chargers over the Browns. Texans over the Jaguars. Buccaneers over the Falcons. The Bills beating up on the Steelers, 38-3. The Jets all over the Dolphins, 40-17. The Vikings over the Bears, 29-22. The Titans over the Washington people collectively engaging in football-like activities, 21-17. The Seahawks losing to the Saints, 39-32. The 49ers on top of the Panthers late in the fourth quarter, 3:15 to go. The Eagles 17-17 tied up with the Cardinals with 1:56 left to go in the fourth quarter. The Cowboys leading the Rams 22-10, 5:32 in the fourth quarter. The Bengals at the Ravens play later tonight. And your Monday night game is the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Kansas City Chiefs. The Hank Stram Wild Wild West Show. So, okay, everyone, there's your scores for Week 5. Do we have any Major League Baseball scores? MLB scores. It is playoff season. Scores today. Let's see what the scores are. We don't have one game scheduled today. The Padres at the Mets. And division series, your New York Yankees take on. Let me see. Who are the Yankees taking on? The Cleveland Guardians. On game 1 on October 11th. Okay. Cleveland Guardians of the Galaxy. So that is Naps for today. We are 1 hour exactly in 12 seconds. Everyone, we'll play you the Velma trailer one more time, since so many people seem to love it. Here we go.
Unknown caller. Spooky. Hello? Velma Dinkley speaking.
Hello, Velma. You like solving yourself a mystery?
Yeah, but I'm actually much more three-dimensional than that. Who is this?
This here Black Shaggy. You made the one black guy a drug dealer and a stoner. You gonna die, bitch.
Jinkies.
Jinkies. Jinkies. Oh, God. Hey, everyone, let me ask you a question. Would you like to see me play Hitman over on Twitch? Would everybody like to see me play Hitman somewhere? Because, yeah, that's like one of my favorite games. I do really get really engrossed. I don't talk a lot during these games. The Black Shaggy, that's going to be uploaded to the Black Shaggy channel. Okay. So, everyone, you're going to die, bitch. All right, everyone. I'll be on the lookout at my Twitch channel at Robot Shlomo on Twitch. I'm going to Robot Shlomo there. We will be back later. Check Mecca's channel. She may be doing a stream later. I don't know, but it's whichever way the wind blows. All right, everyone. Listen, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Keep your feet on the ground, song in your heart, and a bag full of Cheetos in your car, just in case you get hungry on the way home. Everyone, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a good Sunday. Have a good rest of the day. Have a good Monday. Have a good week. Have a good whatever you're doing. No drinking, no driving. We want you here next week. And we will all catch you next time.